Hi everyone, I'm Junqi Zhang, and today our topic is how trade can lead to a net increase in economy well-being. First, we need to understand definition for trade. There have two trade, which is domestic price and world price. The domestic price definition is the opportunity cost of producing a product within the country, and the world price is the opportunity cost of producing the same product abroad. As you can see, the opportunity cost of world price, when it's greater than the domestic price, it will cost export, and in contrast, it will cost import. And the definition for surplus is for the consumer surplus, the benefit consumers get when they pay less than what they are willing to pay. And producer surplus is the benefit producer gets when they sell for more than their minimum accept price. And last is the total surplus, the sum of consumer and producer surplus. It's a measure of overall economic welfare. As we can understand all the meaning for it, we can know the gains and losses when a country export and import. As you can see on the graph, it's just a graph of export, and without the trade, it's a normally supply and demand curve. So the consumer surplus will be this triangle A and B, and producer surplus with C, and the total surplus will they added together. And under a free trade, which means the world price will greater than the domestic price, which will cause export, which means the consumer surplus will decrease and producer surplus will increase a lot. And so the total surplus will increase, and the consumers will experience disadvantage, and the producer will experience advantage. In contrast, in the import, the world price will much lower than the domestic price, so the consumer surplus will increase a lot, and the producer surplus in the domestic is decrease. So, but the overall economic welfare expands and still expand. So I'll give an example to explain it. When the U.S. opened trade with China, the U.S. imports consumer goods such as agricultural products and clothing from China, and the U.S. exports high-tech equipment from the U.S. The price of agricultural product and clothing in America decreased and the consumer surplus increased because China's agricultural product and clothing are the price is much lower than the Americas, and the quantity of high-tech equipment in America decreased because the consumer surplus decreased because the China's high-tech price is much higher. So the trade increased total surplus and risk global economic well-being. That's all. Thanks.